Hello, I'm CraftyAndy. These are my thoughts, and I want to start this off with a little pretext before we get into my thoughts. I am fine. I am doing fine. Do not worry about me, despite how my mood or tone may come off throughout this video. Everything is fine. It must be nice being normal. I'm not even talking about just being straight sexually. I'm even weird to gay people, I'm sure. There is a sense of belonging that must be a big contributor for someone's success in their future careers. While a lot of creators online I admire were expressing themselves or working towards making their own businesses, whether it's being reviewing video games, movies, commentating on events, or making artwork. I was in my teenage years playing endless hours of video games. I didn't develop into having a very healthy outlook on my future prospects or a sense of self-worth. I would just instead spend the next decade of my growing years hating and struggling with myself and fighting with religious guilt, judgment from peers if they ever found out what kind of person I was like. There was just as many hours wasted fighting with myself before I hit around the age of 22, and I finally got over it and just said, fuck it, this is who I am. It must be nice, though, to just fit in, relatively speaking. It must be nice to be in a position where you don't have to concern yourself with your rights or have much relatability to those who suffer greater than yourself, even.
We begin with President Trump's sudden and sweeping ban, using Twitter to reveal it. Tweeting he will ban transgender people from serving in the military in any capacity.
The Department of Justice sent a memo to the Supreme Court. Title VII, which is a civil rights law protecting against discrimination on the basis of sex, does not extend to transgender workers.
Another ruling could override anti-discrimination protection for LGBT people by allowing religious employers to hire only persons whose beliefs and conducts are consistent with those of the company.
New Trump administration rule would roll back sex discrimination protection for transgender people in health services.
My next guests have been forced to undergo DNA testing to establish a biological connection with their own children under a new State Department policy, a requirement not asked of married heterosexual couples.
To just coast on through life, focus on what you like doing, and never feeling the need to express your opinion about anything impactful affecting people's lives or anything that might be divisive. Why rock the boat? You don't get no trouble unless you make trouble, right? I wonder if the people I watch online who never make a political statement in their careers are just demonstrating a privilege they were born into. Or is it just circumstances working in their favor? You never have to wonder about whether you are worthy of existence. You never have to worry if you are being singled out over some inconsequential factor like your orientation, lifestyle, gender expression, or skin color when it comes to being excluded from a job or event. So many people claim to not care about those things while pairing pure apathy towards whatever adversity you personally face or can bring attention to. We all have problems. I'm not your psychiatrist. Just shut up and have a drink and watch the damn ball game. I feel like I'm always one step behind everyone else. I see as everyone surpasses me, wondering if I'm working hard enough. Am I working smart enough? What am I lacking? You can't be 100% on all the time. You can just be alone with no emotional attachments or support. Why can't I just be fucking normal? I have to create. I can't shut up about personal experiences I've had. I can't help but research topics of social interest, even if they're not related to me. The more I read, the more I study, the more I find the majority consensus is wrong about nearly everything. Murder and rape is bad, don't worry. We as a society got that down for the most part. But the more I know, the more alone I feel, and I'm not saying that with a sense of I am special. I know I'm not. The same things that research is available for everyone to find for themselves. It just seems no one is willing to take the time to And so we get a plague of reactionaries drowning out more well-versed people on serious topics who don't have the fucking time of day to address every little tiny fire that crops up on social media.
I wish science agreed with you.
Hey, well, I don't think science knows, actually.
Here's a thought about a experience I can't empathize with. What it's like to be abnormal people that shits on other abnormal people to be more accepted by the mainstream. Example, we have Dave Rubin, a gay man who farts on queers.
The last year, and I meet conservatives and right-leaning people everywhere who know I disagree with them on several things. Some of them disagree with very personal parts of my life, actually, and I find them completely respectful and open and decent.
Really, for his paycheck, he's having to go on stage and speak to people who, no matter what, think he's going to help. They have a level of intolerance that is the baseline. It's like that's their starting point.
Jesse Lee Peterson, a black man who cacas on black people.
I can't think of one thing in this country, community, one event that black people have gone into and made it better. But I can tell you thousands of things where they've gone into and destroyed. Many of the black football players want to destroy football. And so they came up with this phony idea that there's something called police brutality.
Blair White, a trans person who shits all over trans people.
But if you go around in the world with they, them pronouns, you're going to have to expect that 99.9% of people, especially strangers that come across you, are not going to use they, them pronouns for you, because that's just not the way we use language.
That no one is expecting that is non-binary or just someone that uses they, them pronouns in general. Like, they are not expecting you to just, like, clock them. That's a they, them right there.
Genesius Wolf, a furry who scats all over furries.
More and more shit is made public to the point to where no matter where you go on Twitter, if you type in furry, you're gonna see shit like this. Okay, this is not meant for the public eye. At what point did people think it'd be okay to say, you know what? I like this very much in a sexual way. I'm gonna be very public about it.
Okay, this is not meant for the public eye. At what point did people think it'd be okay to say, you know what? I like this very much in a sexual way. I'm gonna be very public about it.
So for $100, I'm gonna see how many tits I can motorboat.
Rags is a furry who pretends not to be while being reactionary to anything that's about diversity or representation of minorities, who basically uses his bisexuality as a shield when it comes to criticizing of anything left of conservative politics. Care to explain how a drag queen reading a storybook to kids is flaunting degeneracy in front of children?
And then one day, for no reason at all, people voted Hitler into power. I really like this meme. It's some internet post that's placed over all kinds of stuff, lots of funny variations. The idea, at least the point of it, is that people can swing too far in a direction, and then there's a reason when the opposition maybe swings too far in retaliation. Probably because there's this attempt by SJWs and far leftists to associate themselves with debauchery and open degeneracy around children.
Yep, little Timmy was going to be a doctor, but then the drag queen came in and read the storybook Little Red Riding Hood, and now he declared himself trans and spends time jerking off the porn you commissioned of your persona. I guess it'll keep them safe for a time after the entire system of the states collapse and we roll into complete unmasked fascism. I mean, the people are going to need an easy target to blame for all their economic woes. Just remember, being a gay Nazi or a rich Jew only kept them alive for so long. But who am I kidding? If you are normal, you don't have to even concern such thoughts. Just must be nice to be part of the normative majority to easily dismiss the concerns of others, how they are portrayed in various entertainment media. To shut off your brain, eat some chips, drink a Coke, watch the ball game, kill time with the local news, and have a long night's rest. Take comfort knowing that you are accepted. You are pretty.
You're pretty. You're pretty. You're pretty.
Still, I am curious what you all have to say, as this inevitably will get shared to sites like Gab, 4chan, and Reddit. While someone like me can hear the majority disdain for my existence, the collective apathy, the inevitable and active rejection from others, all the torment I received is still carried with me. I see them, still in new forms. Nothing short of crawling into a hole would free me from them. I go back to a time I was 10 years old, holding a knife to my gut, considering ending it all one day. After another day of being beaten up and scraped up a bit. As my mother would say, that would only make them happy. And she's still right. The ones that contributed to what you are to begin with have the gall to say it's your own damn fault. Be a man, believe in God, take all the pain and never show emotion. Despite all that you are, who you are needs to be better than that. At some point in your growing up years, you decided to be an other to these people. You decided to be abnormal, and now they look down on you. Now they look at you as if you spawned out of the ether, like it's some type of role-playing game for people to come and eliminate and get experience points. They have the gall to say that you should just be happy for what you have right now and do what you need to do to adapt and survive, even if that means compromising your own principles and who you actually are. Now, things are not as bad as they could be. These are not definitely the end times that we're in. There's 1,001 ways things are better than they ever have been, but we should always be looking to improve the world that we live in, one way or another. Despite all that you are, who you are needs to be better than the expectations the normative majority have on you. So I live on and move forward. Well, that was a load off. I don't know if any of that made sense. These are just my thoughts. Subscribe, like, share, naturally. If you have any suggestions or topics you want to see covered or artwork to be made, comment down below or commission me through email. CraftyAndy at Patreon if you want to support the show that way for digital art prints, as well as early episodes of the Crafty Arts show when those are finished. Twitch.tv/CraftyAndy IGMTM for art streams Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Friday, 5 p.m. for gaming, and 8 p.m. Sunday for gaming. There's an Art Pal store where the prints are for sale if you want to support the show that way. If not, there's always just subscribing, liking, and sharing. Until next week, stay creative.